Okay, where should I start? Okay, so my name's Ray. I started a channel back when I was like in middle school, which is gonna be posted on Ray2. And basically, been on the internet for since it first started. Started popping off more often around basically XP days. If you want to reference what I had, um. It was a compact computer of Windows XP, Vita, I think it was a Vita. And just to get out of the way, this is gonna be completely raw. Like I'm not even I'm being dead ass. You're gonna see that thing probably change multiple times. Something over there, if I can do some stuff. Who fucking knows? Um, but so if you can tell, this is being recorded on a headset for on VrChat. Now, the things I make, um, reason why I haven't posted that much on this channel that much except the music compilations and the lack of stuff, I'll just get that out of the way first, is because the fact, I have I haven't had the motivation to do it. So basically what I do for a living is I basically just I do my own shit. That's all I could really say. I don't need to go all in detail on that. But I do all that stuff. Now, I have another channel which I have posted multiple times after I stopped posting on this channel. This video is gonna be posted on for a while now, and I haven't. I basically stopped post. I think my last post, if I'm checking, is a few years old. I would say, not a few years old, a few months old. My bad. I posted about like think 2, 3 months ago. I give or take, because I just haven't had the motivation to make the meme compilations either, which I call unhinged memes, which is a literally, and it has like whatever fucking number it is. Also, this is gonna be uncensored entirely. If you have a kid, just put them in the other room or something. Watch it on your phone with the earbuds. If you're just chill, bro, like hell, if you want, keep that shit, but just turn the shit up a little bit. I say like 45, give or take. Um, what else? I bet so the after basically growing up, I had the after the I had the compact, I had a HP laptop. I say 2010, 2011, 2012. And stuff I had on there um was basically like Gary's Mod, a lot of stuff. Lost that account, got a new account. You know, if you like had old Steam games around that time, most of them are delisted now. Like I used to own Spider-Man 2 for Steam and a bunch of other stuff. They made Spider-Man 2 to be precise and a couple other Spider-Man games. We all know how that went. We don't need to get into the Sony situation of them basically being like just raw hogging the IP on that stuff. We don't need to get into that. Uh, but basically, currently what I have is a Dell Latitude laptop. Got that with my own money, grinded on it. I had to get a higher one from pawn shops with basically bringing in my old one to get a few bucks off. Had it ever since. And basically throughout the life of using those, which also I'm gonna lag a little bit just so you know on the screen, but it is what it is. I'll turn down the mirror quality so at least I don't lag that hard. There we go, and this is a little bit better. So basically Android stuff phones, I have had all of it. The flip phone that was LG, the Virgin mobile phones. They were like the really old, like small block ones, all 9 yards. My grand don't know who that is, but I'll look at it later. Um, basically, I've had the whole 9 yards, and I've been doing a lot of stuff. Whoever that was, I am sorry, but you're going in the video. uh, basically, I've had a lot of technology growing up. If you were thinking that I didn't just have like phones and stuff, do not be mistaken, but I also had every single Game Boy until Micro. I've had the Wii, I've had the Xbox One basically. I still have Xbox One. It's horrible for like the industry right now. Um Now I explain the stuff that I've done. I'll be honest, I have been doing editing growing up for a little while. Sometimes I do a little bit here and there. I've started doing more often now. I've gotten more used to it, and that is gone much better on the meme channel. Still do Twitch videos here and there. Started doing a few VR videos with on Twitch of Resident Evil 4 VR, and started trying to do Deadpool VR, but kept on crashing. Uh, but yeah, I've done all that. Now, reason why I'm on VR, which I'm just gonna make this like basically like explain life slash VR problem situation. Um, basically with VrChat, I've been on here for about like almost 7, 8 years now, roughly 7, 8 years. The count I've had, I just got off entirely. I had almost like 200, 300 people added. I now shorted that down to at least 150. People don't really join me that much. The only people that really join me are the ones I started contacting, with more often. And thing is with VR chat, I've learned a lot lately. I'm one of those ones that is basically, I was the guy in a friend group that was basically a side character, the background person, the one that really knew a lot, got really educated on stuff, and just kept a close eye on certain people, and at least try to be the one to keep the group intact. Everyone being chill and stuff, and all that such. And it ended up being not the case. So I'm gonna say a few things. I am not gonna point names, but I will say like groups. I've known people, one person, a creator of a group called Evergreen Bliss. Now, they do they are a really good person. I never talk to them that much, but I know their fiance, husband, I might add, husband. And I've known the whole group from way back then. One person's name's Cat, one person's name is Star, one person's name is Camera, and all of them, I'm not saying they're bad people, but basically they were chill guys, really chill guys. I respect them. I don't hang out with them anymore because they cut me off. They basically just left me on ghost. And they hang out with someone that started drama throughout our entire groups. They basically kicked out a bunch of people, probably because they're just being unhinged, like dark humor fuckers, like on God. And one of them was named as Matt. Now Matt was the only thing he did bad was basically like he had a crush on this dude's girl, which I'm not to point names at, and took him. And that's the last time I ever saw them, was basically around that situation. I kept the groups aside. I've had him added for a little bit, and then I removed it after I was still in the group when this person Cat basically was dating someone I now am dating. And basically basically there's like a few other people, really chill people, I have added, but they don't even get on VR anymore, and I'm gonna get to that point. Um, so skip like like 2 years go by. I'm with this person, which I hate to death, but I'm not gonna give out their username. I'm gonna just say BIS. And they already will know what if they're seeing this video, if it does go viral. Yeah, you're getting taught. You're getting taught. So BIS, they are a user. They are an artist, but the reason why I'm calling them out, there was a situation with basically with this is around when I knew about like I started doing that dirty stuff, if you know what I mean. Um, and I was a loose cannon. I will say that. I was horrible person, really dirty in the mind. I didn't think of like the bad stuff that they really go into, like the really ones that you can get into criminal problems. I never was that person. I despise people like that entirely. I hate them, and I will say I have seen it all evolving that group. Two of them end up being those people I've removed. One is I will say their username Deep Silver was one of them, and there was another person I had added. I do not remember their name. And I just don't remember them because really they just did not. They were like start off as a nice person, end up being the most filthiest person on the planet. Deep Silver was one of the ones that was really bad. They were in that group that I actually led them to knowing BIS, and BIS knew a lot of other people. One is Hatsu. Funny enough, I'm wearing a Hatsune avatar, which you know what that means. Also, the reason I'm wearing this is just point out I just thought it was a good look for the video. This whole reason why. And okay, so Hatsu, we'll just call him Hot, and HAT to be precise, Hot. And he knew a couple other people. Basically, it's one of those groups, really chill guys, like do Diddy parties. I'm not saying that because of the joke going on. I'm saying because they are that group. They are 100%. BIS was also one of those groups of friends. They had friends a little bit younger than them because right age, but they also had little people a little bit younger than that, and it was horrible. I had them documented before all this, all the things I saw involved in that group, and then I deleted it because I was like, it is what it is. I was documenting stuff for my friends that I knew on here that actually the lag. Oh my god, the I tell you it's gonna be raw. And anyways, the reason I documented everything, everything from when I started seeing bad signs, I say it was like probably the second, third month, give or take. Probably, probably a little bit around that. I started documenting stuff, and I documented it all. Basically, record all the videos on my own health, but also as well. my friend's safety that knew that person that I was affiliated with in the past. BIS, be precise. If you wonder who it is, I think you already know by now, but I'm still say it. Um, I basically had around that time. Now, basically to the point, what happened is they were all caught up with doing shit, basically, and me not helping me in general, that they start thinking me as a really dirty person, which was basically what led to me almost to like that specific percentage of the VR conspiracy shit. If you know what I mean. I mean, you see all the cult videos and all that stuff. It's worse than that. It's so worse. Um, so led all to that. They called me a CP. I'm gonna short it out like that. You should know what that means. And you know, as I'm making this video, I'm gonna be fully aware. I despise children in general. I'm one of those gamers that just talk shit entirely onto like who if there's a kid playing a game, I will yell at you entirely to get off the game. It's gone to the point where like it was fine around our ages, around 2000s, 2010s, but it's gone far worse on the internet now, entirely. Like far worse. There are some stuff that's fine, but most stuff you find on the internet now, on certain stuff below the grass of the lines, it's so worse. And basically, I've I at that time I was behind the scenes. I will tell you, I made this account when I'm on right now. I was behind the scenes, basically talked to certain people that were in that group, breaking it down, the information I figured out, confronted them. I screamed to the point I almost lost my voice that night when I was like yelling at them, and basically just made them cry to fucking death. Not literally dying, but you know what I'm saying. Like they were bawling on just pure tears because of me just yelling at them. And I removed them. There was a few times I added back and removed them. That's just how my mindset is. It's sometimes like you can just try to forget people, but I started now just I'm having that mindset, being more mature, understanding like that is something you don't forgive. Like I've removed so much people. I've moved like half the people lately that are affiliated with those issues, and I'm starting to be more mature on that. That's also why I'm making this video right now, putting it on the internet on my original main channel that I started posting stuff when I was younger, just to put my name out there. I don't care. Uh, what else? Let's skip back a few years. Like I say, like a year and a half. Um, so also what I've seen on VrChat, I have found out that there are the Just Be Club worlds are like in the groups in general, like the public instances too. There's gonna be people that are at least 40 to 70 years old on here. It's supposed to be one of those sites for adults. I'm talking about the 20, 30-year olds, not like going that high. Or go watch some TV. That's all I can say. Yeah, but there's those people on there, and I will say this, as well. There is a lot of people that is so much worse. I have witnessed cannibals on here. I spelled like three. That should at least tell you. If I know from, I'll just say London. That's literally where one of them I met was from. Um, I have seen people evolving it on here. Poured it. report them to the people. Basically, a London random London police officer. At least let them know because I didn't know their location. I just basically called like London operation about that. Just let them aware that there is a cannibal living in that area, and also for the other people around there. I mean, it is just as safety reasons. I don't know. Uh, what else? I will say as well. There has been a. I'm trying to. I have photographic memory, but I keep a lot of the stuff I've seen in the back of my head. So that's why I'm trying to process what else I've seen. Um, basically, other words, I've seen a few other people. Like I've met certain people that are predators as well. Sonic OWO. I've met them when I first starting before they were like that. Didn't really know them that much. I've spoke to them here and there. Don't know them anymore. Uh, and I basically, I'm be honest, after hearing the stuff of Sonic OWO, know him personally, and my lover that uh knew the people from that I've said in the first part of this video, he knew him as well. Uh, he knew him as well, and he doesn't talk to him anymore either because he knows what they've done. Gotta love the propel. Um, basically, I've knew them a long time ago when they first started. Didn't know it would end up being like that, but there's at least another one. Uh, let's skip to now. Actually, I basically a little while ago, knowing a group that makes certain car worlds, really nice people, really chill. They are actually probably most tamest group there is. It's basically like few people autistic, got a little bit of ADHD, really chill people. I don't see anything wrong with it. So we're the tame area now. We're in the tame area. I've known people from back then to now that I still have added. They're actually like not bad people. They're actually if you get into like here, gonna be aware there's gonna be like a lot of stuff you usually see on incognito content, if you know what I mean. But the people in general, there is a few people on here that are really chill. Uh, you will see a lot of stuff that will get your mindset in a bit of a twist if you are in a certain type of state. Friend groups really bad. Like it's good when it starts, so it starts going a little bit bad further down. It'll take you a while, but you probably will find that one good friend, and it will not be that bad. When it comes to it, you probably will end up caring about them really much, and have a few other friends that will stick with you along the way. I've had that. I've had one. I'll just say I'll say the first letter of their username, so at least you know. P E and as well W and basically that's about it. P E and W. There is one other that's S, but that's person that hasn't really stick with me, contact me all the time. They joined here. I've joined back to them here and there. They still remember me, but it's been because like we used to hang out a lot on my old account, and now like we're starting to hang out again. I respect the guy. I respect the guy entirely. He's one of those guys that has like the one deaf ear, which just tells you like he's one of those guys just really chill, just wants to have a good time with friends. um, what else? Gotta fix that. Um, after basically being in this current group, just to hang with here and there, nothing bad happens. They're not one of those people I explained through the past groups that like do that horrible stuff. They actually are really chill. Don't do any of that. Respect each other's like situations, if you know what I mean. And I've been joined back to them for about, I say like basically I say like a month and a half now, probably almost 2 months. And it's gotten to the point where I understand like they are really chill. They're nothing of the concerns that is of those past groups is going to happen in this group. It's sustainable. I will join here and there. I'm not going to join all the time because I'm in a relationship on VR. Basically, soon or later, he's going to come to my state, an area, and we're going to live together. Basically, I have that situation, and I'm. This is my. I will be honest with this recording since most of it's raw, as I said. This person, they've been my first friend on VR. I have met on VR in a Murder 4 lobby, which most people see the bad stuff when they first start out, or hear a kid just yapping the entire dang time. But I love this relationship. I've had a few problems in the relationship. I will say, put this on recording as well. I was dealing with depression a lot, basically mentally having problems with a step mom situation. I would like just cry most of the time at night. I had my dog with me. He comforted me a lot. I don't own him anymore. She kicked me out. I'll just say that. She kicked me out. I was homeless for a while. End up getting a back pay from Social Security and income, disability I might add, and was able to get back to the original state I originally lived in to take care of my grandma. He stuck with he was friends with me for a long time. We've been in a relationship. He stuck with me through all that. And even with what I will say that happened in that household, I had a blackout. I drank in so much uh basically whiskeys, banana whiskeys, all the free whiskeys I have saved. I went total blackout. Did a lot of dirty stuff with the old group that was affiliated with BIS, BIS, and regretted it. I regretted it entirely. I just joined to hang out with them, and I basically they said like, "Hey, you guys want to do shots?" Like I was like, "No, I got shit IRL I could do, man," and then I just drank it all. I blacked out. Woke up this morning, remember all I did, and cried. I I cried so hard that I just didn't even want to go to work that day. I really didn't. I ended up having to at least get the money I needed for rent for the next day because also I knew the the ab- abusive womanizer upstairs that just talked to me just hurt me mentally with all her just talking the entire time was gonna hurt my feelings. And for a person who grew up basically being of basically growing up being an adult, like literally had already a bad mom that would just do drugs the entire time and having to take care of their own brother as like a basically a parent figure. That hurt me a lot because thank God I end up being fine, but her just basically being that person and all the stuff they done that hurt me so much. I've dealt with so much issues from that monstrosity of a human being. She acts fine on the outside, but she doesn't go to therapy or treatment at all, and she always puts it on just the people around her, just all the like basically the emotions that come out of basically the surrounding of the household. It was like that. And it's always a fake face with her. So just give that out on the point that and that surrounding. That is why I did that. I wasn't trying to drink myself to death. I I'm gonna be honest, I was, but at the time too, I just really just want to have fun, drink a few beers and whiskeys and all I had down there. I regretted it the next day, as I said from the situation I said. And I know that my love is gonna watch this. Hi, I'm sorry. I truly am, and I hate everything I've done. I've already told you so much times, and I am truly sorry. And I know you said you forgive me. I know that you have flashbacks of knowing that incident, and sometimes have random issues involving that. I'm not saying all on here because the internet doesn't even know. But I love you. I will just say that. Um, back on topic. What else? So, Hase, um, basically, yeah, they were like the worst group there was. There's probably only two people from that group that I've tried to keep in contact, stopped entirely afterwards. That were like really bad. Like they weren't like bad, but like how do I explain it? So Haas had a person that they removed. I kept in contact with, and probably had a few other people removed too. I used to talk to them here and there. I stopped starting. I say, August. I would say August, September of 2025. And what happened is like no, that was before then. That was before then. It takes a minute because I don't really remember months that much. I have to try to think in the back of my head. I think it was like probably like early like August. I think it was August. Yeah, it was August. August is when I stopped talking to them. And basically I reason I stopped is they just never talked to me. I think they were hanging out with the group again, and I just removed them. I'll be honest with you, they were chill. They were really chill. They actually understood the situation that that group did, and did not like it. And the point of my mindset too, knowing that they act like chill people, but actually they do bad stuff here and there. Like they're not that bad compared to BIS, but they back then they really were like that. Uh, and they still do those little things here and there in groups, like behind their relationships' backs, and that's why I myself stopped hanging out with them entirely. I regret doing it, hanging out with them, because they end up doing that to me when I was blacked out and seeing it all. Um, what else? Going back to normal state. Basically, let's start with the back onto the race car group. So, one of the people in that group has another group. I will not. I will say the name of one of the letters for that other group. H. I will say letter for that because that actually hasn't been named. They knew the original creator of VrChat. Um, basically creators. Basically we have the whole VrChat like worlds. The reason why we have cannibals, pedo, all of it, the whole 9 hours, 70 and 40-year-olds people on here too. And we have so much toxicity of groups on certain levels. There is few groups that are actually really chill, like really small amounts. But the whole area of it, it's so worse. It's so much worse. I will say that even a few people I met along the way in this new group, there is a couple people that joined in, and they have seen those type of people too. And we're basically like me and a few people I've stayed along the way. We're really chill. We never really dealt with that, but I have seen like a few of the people I didn't deal with any of that like pedo stuff. There is more beneath the surface. Um, so I will say VRChat creators, they are pedos, protectors themselves. I assume what I'm hearing I heard from that group, it is a whole pedo group entirely and all. And, it's, like, really bad. It's gone to the point where, like, it's, like, so, like, it's around Roblox levels, far worse than that, of amount of people. I never dealt with that. I will be honest, you guys, watching this video, which also it just ended up dying. Um, is that fine? Yeah, it crashed again. Okay, that's fine. Let's not keep that in space. Uh, restart it real quick. Closing that down so you don't see the world name. There we go. Okay, back on topic entirely. Turn that off. Okay. So, um, I had checked the internet just to make sure it's still working. Uh, basically, what I'm saying, there is so far beneath the surface of VRChat. There is levels beyond lines that can like shouldn't be crossed in on a free level. Um, it's also gone to a point that VRChat creators, the bad people are protecting these people, pedos, just like how Roblox is doing that stuff too, just cutting off the schlep situation, which I respect schlep entirely. I watched the entire like situation go down when it first happened to now. Um, and I respect them for what they did, even for what they dealt with to end up being the new Chris Hansen for Roblox and taking all them dudes down. I respect that, and I will just say, because I also used to play Roblox back then, I don't play that much anymore. Thank you to the to now what we're doing with VRChat though. Um, we dealt with for years. These basically these few I dealt with these few years learning into, but also take deep dives on our documentaries, which I have probably put in the description. Those few documentaries that are worth going into. Um, basically like research facilities, and I hate this. It's crashing again. Um, yeah, just like the worst entirely. I hope I don't have to keep on dealing with this. Like really. Okay. Um, basically, it's gone so far to the point like certain things will happen beyond a level that is like really bad. I also want to check real quick too as well. Um, basically, it's like so bad to the point where like certain shit will go down on us. Like a wrong thing. My bad. Go down on a atomic level, and that's all I can really say. It's like you know how Roblox goes. VrChat. There's people that are on here mostly like half their lifespan because they are trying to associate with life that isn't basically of not socialized with people in the outer world. Which this site is basically like Amiibo. This app's basically like Amiibo, by the way. It's to the point where it's like all the stuff. I need to take another drink of my Propel. All the stuff that is on here. You will meet some people. Most of the people on here horrendously fucking bad. And if you stumble upon these people, you'll be traumatized. They'll probably lure you to them and then doing the worst thing ever. And it's coming to the point where, like even like the whole thing with, I don't even need to get into that shit, but you know, it's like fucking horrible. We already got all that shit out there. We know what this guy here now is doing, and it's all fucked. Uh, but yeah, it's like everything, even with like the AI problem, like that's just fucked too. We can't even fucking play games anymore. We got that fucking just these like boomers and woke people just potent like saying like AI's new, everything's safe, do everything. Hell no. Back then, AI was a search helper. It didn't need someone. It needed to be someone to talk to. I mean, we had that with talking Tom and you know, and all that stuff. But we knew what the other one was. The female one. We knew what was going on. That was so horrible. It ended up just being like another way for people to get their phone hacked and other stuff. We know this situation. But the one with now, I'm getting myself off topic. I don't need to get on that. You already know. It's ruined the RAM. It's just ruined the RAM. Woke people and boomers are just doing all this like they want to. Basically, the companies that own it, the boomers, they didn't want to because they want to. They don't care about like the communities. Anyways, back on topic. VR chat is basically coming to a term like it's going fine, but it's going to also a marketable state. These creators have started doing marketing shops to the point where creators that make the worlds and also have a bunch of these video players too, like in all the worlds and the whole servers, like the whole 9 yards, they are crashing here and there. You have to do like a glitch on the headset in order to do it. Like go to one link, do another, back to another link, do it again, restart VR chat 3 times, all this stuff. It's like bad. And they're doing this because they want to make money, probably to do something along the line, probably like just to make money in general. But it's like also, I'm lagging so much point and also crashing. I'm not doing it. I'm not. Anyways, raw video. You know, all of it is going down really bad. It's gone to the curb. Everything is fucked. It's so provocative to the point where like literally servers are going down so much times. Sometimes I will be honest with you, it is because of Amazon having servers for like Fortnite and all this stuff. We already know the AWS situation with them, with the Amazon servers thing. But it's like really bad though, to the point like it's not, sometimes it is because of that. Sometimes it's because these creators want to make money and have all these items get purchased or effects that are crashing the servers on certain worlds and affecting the worlds of like solo instances too. It's a domino effect. Once you have one thing, you don't like have it in certain ways to be optimized or like capable of not doing that much lag or behavior. It's gonna do a domino effect in the server links of the worlds. It was gonna go to this happening on certain things they add. 2, certain people crashing. 3, also VrChat will say it's not responding like it just saw a second ago. And 4, as well, some people will have instances that will just lag the hell out of everything, as well as having video players just crash entirely. Like it'll just say video player not working. It is come to that entirely. And it's all because they want to fucking make money. We don't want, some people on here do want that as well. I'm going to go into avatars now. I won't give a flying fuck. Avatar creators, they want to make people spend a total of $30 to $60. That is the minimum. People want that. 30 is fine, but like to like $60, $70, $50. Most of the time, most of them are $50. That is the low amount. I went on recently just to see some Pokemon stuff, but there is a site called Jinxie. There's another one that is Gumroad. There is another one that is, I don't even remember because I don't care. I don't spend money on avatars. I get avatars from friends if they have the files. That's how I do it. I don't go into that length. Um, but there is so much problems with that too. There is greedy people on here. They want to make bank. If you want to make bank, make it to the point where it's entirely affordable. We're an economy that is fucked. Everything's down half the time. There is so bad. And we've been dealing with this for years. And this is a bullshit. If it's avatar related, it's also, by the way, VrChat as well as selling avatars. I'm gonna say that is stupid too. We already have avatar search worlds. We already have people selling avatars. Why do you want to get into this? I'm gonna tell you, they want ownership. They don't want the community to be tongue together, even though, and they don't want to have the community just have. They don't want to remove that stuff. They don't want to remove the pedo things. They don't. They want to. They just want to leave them on here. They don't care about that. There is the things that is the avatar things getting sold. The items lagging things out to the point of like others private lobbies are just entirely fucked and all that stuff. It's whole bad. The avatar stuff that they do is worse. The site ones, the solo people selling them at an unaffordable price, which should be at least $25 to $20 at most. I don't care how much time you make. If you put it at that price, you're going to get a lot of money coming in because people will be spending on that. It's gonna go so well. Um, I don't even know what time it is. I don't even know. I've done this for an hour now. I must still go. Um, there is so much going on with VrChat. Uh, all such. And it's gone so bad. Okay. So, um, the last video this is the same video, I will be honest, I'm just gonna mash into one. I looked at the video I recorded, and it basically was, it's looks good thing I looked at it, like, immediately when I'm about to post this. So it lagged so much to the point it cut out or didn't have enough storage. So I'm just speed up a little bit. Basically what I said in the previous video, which is the same video. Um, the avatars. The avatars messing up. They're basically selling them. It's gonna be 20. It should be at least $25 as a reasonable amount because the economy problems. The whole VrChat is fucked because person I know, um, goes by H in the group that makes that I know that makes from a person that makes cars worlds that goes by T. I'm not putting his whole name out because I respect him. And all this why they're all randomly named. Um, they told me they actually have met the creators of VRChat, like the legitimate creators, or heard things, or heard a lot of things from it. Something around those lines. And basically, they are pedal protectors. Now, do you mind? All of this is really fucked up. Now, there's a reason. I'm actually gonna turn that off real quick. This is also what VRChat is, like, by the way. That is the wrong thing. Where's the headset? Where's the headset? There we go. Just to make it a little bit better, so I don't have to keep on grabbing on it. It is all fucked. Now, there is this whole VrChat thing is basically Amiibo. If you remember Amiibo, also that got closed down recently this year. Amiibo was a site that is an app, actually, more often. It was an app of multiple apps that was basically communities and communities and communities. It was a toxic community app simulate type of thing. Rants everywhere, just toxicity. This is half of that of VrChat. That's half that. Second half is like the little bit down. We got just the kids beyond here. That's the bad part entirely, but it gets worse. We got the section that I've known that are in this video. I think I've for certain I talked about, which are cannibals. There actually are cannibals on here. There is cultists on here. There is also that's the whole section, and then we got the pedos, all of them in there. 50, 70-year-old people in this app that is supposed to be for us, the people who are been on here for a while, that are at least like around 25, 20 to almost during 30, at least is fine. Like, that's fine. If you're about to be like about to hit 30, I would say you get off. That's all I can say, respectfully. Like, I think at that point you should be done by now. Respectfully. I'm not saying, like, just the one thing I will say, if your grandma's on here, if you're at least 70, if you're at least 40, if you're at least 50 or 60, and you're on the site, get off. I mean, I'm not telling you to, but, like, still, like, it's one of those things that is really bad. You should not be on a app at that old, a VR headset at this old. AI is going fucked enough with the RAM shit. Everything's going bad with everything else with the consoles. We have to wait until 2030 now because boomers and woke people want to have the whole thing of RAM be taken away to support a stupid thing called AI that will basically won't really help us that much. We already have everything we do need to help us. We don't need more when we already have what we need. We have the Google web search thing that is a assistant, not an AI. It just copies and pastes what you're looking for onto that. That was that original thing. Now we got Gemini, which is way more advanced, far worse than it was. And then we got Open, the fucking I don't even remember the name because I fucking hate AI. This just tells you I hate it. Open whatever, fucking that app, and then we got fucking a bunch of other shit as well. This fucking Sora AI, we got that in there now. That's gonna take away animators, all that stuff. It's fine. Like I don't care about it that much. My lover, I've talked about this video, uses it. I'm fine with it makes because it's just slop, but like it's also cringe. I will say that. I'm sorry for you watching this, but it is cringe, and I don't mind it. I don't mind watching it. I respect you doing that. I love you. I'm fine with it, but it is one of those things. I'm like, hey, Rip, dude's falling off the fucking top of stairs. Oh shit, you know. But yeah, the back on topic. VrChat is one of those things that is toxicity of everything. The groups I've met, they're horrible. Not all of them are horrible, but some of them are horrible. BIS, horrible. His whole group is horrible. Him himself is a bad human being. Hatsu, horrible person. Most group is bad. Entirely. Like, there are just people that are starting to have relationships, they still do the dirty. Horrible people. They don't care about their relationships. They don't care about, like, what it's like to actually start one and let me into that situation. Which I feel bad for myself. I still do. I'm getting over it now. We're in a new year. It's also why I'm posting this. Is a new year. I want to get this out of the way. Um, what else? My content. I'm gonna try to get into it. My mental state is not that well when it comes to. I've been just stressed about doing stuff for the household entirely. I want to get that done. If you guys want to hear like some things I have dealt with in the past, I will make a video about that. I will. Um, but all the stuff I dealt with, it's like it's crazy. And this whole fucking thing, and then we got like the whole servers going down with all the constant merchandising stuff they have in a store now that is domino affecting the world, and it's lagging it all and all this stuff. It's really bad. And it's also affecting video players at certain times too. It's domino affecting into that on certain public lobbies. Not public lobbies, private lobbies. It's affecting on private lobbies. A little bit on public lobbies, but it's affecting it. Avatar purchasing, I was going on the video when it cut out. I think I already said it. 2025, fine, but also VRChat, them themselves, people protecting the pedals and all these groups, not keeping the chill people in stake, safe. You guys are also selling avatars that already are there, and then you're letting people sell them as too, trying to make a name for yourself. You already have a name for yourself. You have sites outside of VR that are having those models getting sold, and other models too that are safe. don't be the big guy. Keep the community in line. Don't be like trying to be a name for yourself. Be Roblox. You already are that. It's pretty much enough because you're basically doing all that stuff. And that is what the community of VrChat is doing that's bad. I also saw a video recently on here, which I probably and also a couple that of a person that's telling how bad VrChat is. I'll probably keep that. I'll put that in the comment description in the end of this video, which I am about to end it here because I already did this like an hour and a half ago. And I just saw it now. I was about to edit it, and then it got like I just saw it's basically like got cut in half. So that's why I'm rushing it. This was raw. Still is. I'm not gonna end this part. I'm just gonna cut it as it is. Um, and with all the other stuff in line, my content, as I said, it will be continued. The music compilation, I have one getting like it's quarter way there. I'll probably continue it when I feel good to do it. I'm trying to get at least some of the house stuff done because I am trying to decorate a house for my lover to get here in person and have it good. So I want to get that done. Until I get some of that out of the way, I will probably be confident enough to get the music compilation ready and all that things, all and such. And I probably will go into my next project will be an R meme video because I haven't done that in a while either. Probably save some. I'm starting to save some more videos lately, so I will get that sooner enough into the area. So until then, some more time you seeing this. Good morning. Uh, hope you liked the video. If it's nighttime, hope you fucking sleep well. That's all I can say. And if it's afternoon, it's a good time for lunch. That's all I can say. And if it's midnight, go to sleep. Probably got work tomorrow. That's all I can really say. To all of you, though, all I can say is you have a wonderful time doing what you're doing out there, and hope you look at more of my content and probably will like it for certain. I'm glad to educate you guys of what I've seen in this wilderness of a virtual world that's disoriented in certain ways, but all in all, that's all I can really say. I'm glad I can tell you at least some things involving my tech expertise growing up. And to everyone, all I can say, last but not least, goodbye.